5 profit killers: pricing too low. We've already covered that. Fear, inability to sell because you don't have a good sales and marketing plan in place. So you kind of catch can, whatever. Lack of confidence in yourself. Not knowing what your actual gross margins are due because you have poor financial reporting and disciplines. And so then you get on a webinar like this and we say 150 a seat. And so you go, okay, we'll just do whatever we think, right? 150 a seat. So you just kind of do what everyone else is doing, but you really got to know, you got to have good financial reporting and disciplines. Otherwise, you're not going to know if you're making money or not. Not raising your prices annually while your costs steadily increase. I know Will's going to talk about that. How do you do an annual price increase? Overall poor billing. This is another one, is you guys do not have a good handle on like collecting money. I cannot, Will, I know you've had conversations with MSP. Like I had one client come to me and they told me because one of their engineers, who was a senior engineer, who was a partner in the business, I hate to say too, was not logging hours. And they found out like 8 months, 9 months after the fact that they had various clients that they had something insane. It was like $600,000 that they hadn't billed clients. And then they discover it and they go knock on these clients' door and go, sorry, we forgot. I know it's January, but we forgot to bill you since July. Can you pay this massive bill right now? And these clients shit a brick. A lot of them said, we don't know. Some of them refused to pay it.
Yes. You can't go back.
Yeah. So they had to eat it on some of them. Some clients said, I'm not paying that. That's, you didn't bill us. I don't think you did the work. Then the rest of them, they had to just lower, they negotiated like, okay, we'll pay 20% or 50%.
Yeah, several years ago, we were not monitoring our techs from an hour standpoint. Once we started enforcing putting their time in, we actually increased missed billing by $17,000 on average, $17,000 a month of missed billing because they were not putting time in.
Yeah.
So it's tracking, definitely tracking.
Yeah. Or you have a client that adds 2 new employees and you deploy the workstations and everything else, and you forget to start billing them for managed services or whatever, or the licenses or something like that. So, that's another reason that you could be priced properly, but you're not collecting all the money that you should. And therefore that goes right off the bottom line, right? I mean, anything you don't, but every dollar is a full dollar off the bottom line, not just the margin on that, the full dollar on the bottom line, right? And then
you don't really know how profitable a customer is if your techs, even though it's, it may be all in managed services, right? And I hate to use that word, but it could be that package. And if you're not putting your time against the tickets, you don't know the profitability of that client on an ongoing basis. You could be losing, they could be paying you $50,000 a month, but you could be spending $57,000 a month in cost.
Yeah. So you got to have that. And then the other thing we see, obviously Will sees this more. He has more of these conversations, but adding new software tools and services and then not marking them up. So they look at something and I don't know, Will, give an example like, hey, this is only $5, right? So I'll just throw it in.
I see all the time like, oh, this is only $1.25. You know what? I'm just going to add it to the client's package and give it to them for free. No, upsell that. That is the opportunity to upsell a new service. Because when you add something, you're taking from your bottom line, and that's just killing your profits.
Exactly.